Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're new, I'm Alexa and my channel focuses on curly hair. So in today's video, I am so excited. We are going to be doing a battle. I haven't done a battle in so long. So we're going to be splitting my hair down the middle and we are going to be putting two gels to the test. So I will be styling my hair with just one gel on each side. So I've already used these gels on their own on my full head of hair, but I just want to put them under, like, you know, the same circumstances when I go out, see how it reacts and all of that. So I'm going to be using the Adwoa Beauty gel, which I did purchase at Sephora, and I'm going to be using the Curly Magic Curl Stimulator from Uncle Funky's daughter. And if you know me, you know that this is like my fourth bottle of this gel. I am always buying this, and I do buy this at Target. And the interesting thing about both of these gels is a lot of people do like this gel because it is glycerin free, and this gel does have glycerin. So we're also going to be kind of doing like a glycerin free gel versus a gel with glycerin. So without further ado, let's split my hair down the middle and let's start styling it. Okay, so as you can see, I tried my best. I feel like this is like the best middle part that I've done for a battle. So I think I'm going to start off with the Uncle Funky's gel, and we're going to start styling my hair with that. I did wash my hair a few minutes ago. It is drying up already, so as I go, I'm going to be wetting down each section. I always style my hair in sections just to have even distribution of the product throughout my hair. So let's start off with the Uncle Funky's gel, which I do have right here. This doesn't have too many ingredients compared to the other gel, and also keep in mind this is a glycerin free gel. And basically when a gel or a product doesn't have glycerin, it's supposed to give you less frizz to your hair. So a lot of people do like using glycerin free gels more in the summer, or if they live in a really humid climate, just because it does help them a lot with frizz. So we're going to be putting that to the test. I'm going to be doing one pump for each section. So this is what our first section looks like, really defined, as you can see. So as you can see, I'm all done with the Uncle Funky side. So this is what it's looking like. It is looking really moisturized and hydrated. So now we're moving on to the Adwoa Beauty side. This gel does have glycerin in it, and I just want to show you guys the texture because I feel like not many people are familiar with this gel. So this is the texture of the Adwoa Beauty gel. It almost looks like a gel cream hybrid. It is really moisturizing, so that's what it looks like. So when I did try this gel on its own on my whole head of hair a few weeks ago, I did put a good amount and I noticed that my hair did like it. So if you are going to try this, make sure to keep your density and your hair's texture in mind when you decide like how much you're going to put in your whole head of hair. So I'm just raking it in like the Uncle Funky's. And as you can see, this moisturizes my hair so well. It also clumps up my hair right away. And we're doing praying hands. So as you can see, this gel clumps up my curls so nicely. I am all done styling my hair. So let me show you really quickly what the Adwoa Beauty side looks like. I'm gonna go and diffuse. I'm probably gonna let this set for like 5 minutes since I feel like this kind of did set already. So I'm gonna go diffuse, and once my hair is in a cast, I'm gonna come and show you what that looks like. So I thought I'd come and show you the cast that I have. My hair is honestly like 90% dry, but I'm about to start breaking apart this cast and just diffuse it a little bit more. I'll put a link to my diffusing video if that's something you do want to go check out. So this is what this side is looking like. This side, I feel it kind of looks like more hydrated than this side. The Uncle Funky still looks hydrated, but like, I don't know, I feel like this Adwoa Beauty product does have more like buttery products in it, so I feel like it kind of gives my hair more shine because my hair loves heavy products. And this is how the Uncle Funky's daughter's side looks. It still looks shiny, but I feel like this side looks shinier. The cast on both sides honestly feels the same. Like, I don't feel like one side has a bigger cast than the other. I'm going to be taking my Verve Ghost Oil. I'm going to apply a little bit on both sides. Now I have my diffuser here, so I'm going to diffuse a little bit more and I'll be back once my hair is dry. So I'm all done diffusing. The cast is almost broken and I haven't separated my curl clumps. So this is what I'm noticing so far without like breaking apart the curl clumps. I feel like the Adwoa Beauty side has bigger clumps and it does look a little bit less voluminous than the Uncle Funky side. I feel like I was expecting that because this product does have a lot of rich butters. I decided to come back later that night and show you my hair a few hours later. So at first when I was looking at my hair, I was honestly like, this is the first battle that I've ever done that looks so similar. But definitely keep on watching because you're going to see how this is going to change later on. But one thing that I was noticing is the Uncle Funky's, the curls look bigger, more volume. The Adwoa Beauty was more definition, tighter curls, and a little bit less volume. I took pictures of each side, that way you can see my curls better. I don't know if you can notice that the Adwoa Beauty side does look more defined than the Uncle Funky's, and I just think that's mainly because of all of the rich butters in it. It's just a really moisturizing product, and honestly when I use products that are really moisturizing for my hair personally, my curls do get more defined. And if you want, just pause this and you can look at the differences. Or let me know what you think. Do you think it looks similar? So this is how my hair is looking like on both sides. So there's one thing that I'm noticing right now, but I'm definitely going to show you how my hair reacts once I do go outside and come back. So one thing I'm noticing for the Uncle Funky side, the bottom is a little bit more elongated. And for the Adwoa Beauty side, I feel like my curls at the bottom are really like wrinkly. They're really intact and really like moisturized. So far I honestly feel like I am liking this side better, but I'm just excited to see how my hair is going to react once I do go outside. And you know, this side doesn't have glycerin. See if this side gets frizzier than this one. But yeah, I'm probably just going to put a few pictures here, that way you can see my hair side by side. So I'll be back later today or tomorrow to give you guys an update. I took these pictures on my phone of my hair, that way you can see each side. So the left picture, that's the Uncle Funky's gel, and the right picture, that's the Adwoa Beauty gel. So at this point I wasn't seeing much of a difference still. The Uncle Funky's, the curls still look bigger. The Adwoa Beauty, they look smaller and more defined and more moisturized to me personally. Now this picture I took about maybe 5 hours after the ones that I just showed you. This is actually after I went outside and came back home. So it still looked really good for day 2. I think both sides were holding up more. I feel like the Uncle Funky side, it definitely got a little bit more voluminous while I was outside. We're on day 6 right now of this battle. I was a little bit busy with school, finally done with 3 classes this semester. So I'm here now, that way I can share with you my thoughts. I did take some pictures on my phone. I also made some videos about like how my hair was changing throughout the days, and I also kept track of the humidity the days that I did go outside. That way we can kind of know what's going on here. So from analyzing the last time that I did see you guys, I believe it was day day 2 or day 3 if I'm not wrong. Let me just like check to make sure. Okay, so I believe the last time I saw you it was day 2. So I have pictures here of day 3, and I'm definitely going to put them on the screen, the videos and also the pictures. That way we can like see the side by side a little bit closer. So okay, so this is what I noticed on day 3. So honestly, when it was day 3, I was like, okay, this is kind of looking like similar. This is honestly one of the battles that I feel like there's not much differences, and honestly that's a good thing, because then it means you don't have to spend, you know, $32 on a product at Sephora, but you can get the Uncle Funky's gel at Target. And also it does benefit a lot of people, because a lot of people's hair, you know, it doesn't like glycerin. So if you live in a really humid climate, maybe that gel will be really good for you. But the closer I was looking at my hair, I did notice that the Uncle Funky side, which is this side right here, it was kind of like more voluminous. The curls didn't look too like tight. It looked like bigger curls, and it just gave me more volume. But one thing that I started noticing was when I was going outside and coming back home, I did notice that the glycerin free side, for me personally, it was getting more frizz than the side that did have glycerin, which was the Adwoa Beauty side. So honestly, this is something that I do want to talk about in a future video for myself. I do live in a state where the humidity can sometimes be really high. For example, one day in this video the humidity was in the 80s, and another day the humidity was actually like 66%. So that was a little bit interesting for me, and I want to know if like anyone else kind of like, you know, notices that with their own hair, that glycerin doesn't really affect them. Of course I can't speak for people who live in like places that are really humid and like drenching hot every single day, because you might have a different experience. So this is a little interruption from Alexa, who's editing right now. I'm interrupting my past self. So it's actually been a couple days since I did this routine and filmed these clips, and while I'm editing I feel like I have some thoughts and I just want to share with you. Definitely let me know if you think I'm wrong. Let me know if you think I'm right. I definitely love talking about hair and just like theories, and also keep in mind I'm not a scientist. I'm just like a person who really loves researching, reading about hair, trying things. So my theory behind the Adwoa Beauty gel is, even though it does have glycerin as a second ingredient, it has really like rich moisturizing ingredients like sweet almond oil, it has baobab oil, it has shea butter, prickly pear, it has pumpkin seed oil, it has all of these rich ingredients. It even has like polyquats in it, but it's like towards kind of the middle end of the ingredient list. But it does have one ingredient that does stick out to me. It's one of the first 5 or 6 ingredients, and that's capric triglyceride. So capric triglyceride is basically an ingredient that helps repair the surface of your hair, and I'm reading this on Google right now. It also helps to retain moisture in curly hair, and it also creates a barrier on the hair's surface, which decreases the amount of moisture loss. So it is one of the first few ingredients, so I feel like it is really impactful. So I feel like, you know, it kind of helps with the glycerin in there. That's probably why when I've used the Adwoa Beauty gel on my whole head of hair and I've been in like really humid weather, I find that my hair doesn't frizz up as much. So that's what I'm thinking. Definitely let me know if you have like any thoughts behind this, because I want to know what you think. Like, I honestly don't mind frizz. I feel like frizz gives me volume, and I've learned to embrace it. So that wasn't a deal breaker for me. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to use Uncle Funky's gel ever again. So another thing that I noticed as the days went by, especially let me just look here on my phone, especially on day 5. So I don't have pictures of day 4, but day 5, The Uncle Funky's, it kind of looked like it was losing its definition. So I'm gonna put a picture here. The curls were kind of like bigger, looser, and the Adwoa Beauty side, the curls were still like tighter, more wrinkly. They just had more definition to it. So another thing that I was noticing too is actually for the Uncle Funky, especially the bottom, since the curls did start getting looser, I started to get more frizz on the bottom of my hair, and it was a little bit more stretched out, and that's something that honestly sometimes I don't like when the bottom here stretches out. But the Adwoa Beauty side, up until today, the bottom has so much definition, so many ringlets at the bottom. Honestly, I really love this Adwoa Beauty gel. I don't regret buying it. So if it's something that you can afford, something you want to try out, I do recommend it. It is really moisturizing and really thick, so make sure to keep your hair's texture, density, all of that in mind, because it can definitely maybe weigh down some textures. But it's a gel you can honestly use alone, and I feel like as I was thinking more, maybe because the gel has more like emollients to it, richer ingredients that are more moisturizing, and the ingredient list is definitely way bigger than the Uncle Funky's gel. I feel like that's why I feel like it helped with the frizz, even though glycerin is the second ingredient. And also I feel like that's why my hair just looks more moisturized. It feels more moisturized on this side, and it also has a lot of definition. I feel like it's just because of all of those rich ingredients. Also, that gel does remind me of like a cream and gel hybrid, if you do feel it on your hand. But if you can't notice, I feel like the side that I do lean towards in this video, and the side that I do think wins this battle, is the Adwoa Beauty gel. And that doesn't mean that I'm never going to use Uncle Funky's, because Uncle Funky's gel is still amazing. I love it. I've purchased so many bottles, so that's a gel that I definitely do recommend. But I feel like the Adwoa Beauty gel definitely performs better on its own. So in the future, if I do want to do another one and done, and if I had to pick between the Adwoa gel or Uncle Funky's, I'll probably go with the Adwoa Beauty gel. So comment down below and let me know what you think. What side is your favorite, and just like let me know. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I recommend both of these gels honestly, even though the Adwoa Beauty gel did win. And also, you know, like drugstore products are amazing. They can definitely be equal to higher end products. So if you can't afford a $32 gel, I do recommend the Uncle Funky's. But if you do want that like more definition, more longevity, and overall more of the things that this gel did on its own, definitely do use like a cream or something underneath, and I think that it will provide everything for you. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm hoping to start posting videos again every single week, and I'll be seeing you guys next week. Bye.